What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Aus bringing you guys another video. I decided not to do the live cam today. A few of you guys said that you liked it better this way. You want to see the reactions and stuff like that from the stream. So we're getting away from that. We're gonna jump into these games 6 through 10. 3rd and 11 for him. He has the ball first and he runs the ball. He ends up just punting it away. Very insignificant first drive. And on my drive, we let Kittle get loose. I know I told you guys I wasn't the biggest fan of Kittle. The one thing he can do is run. But you'll see later on in the videos that he just doesn't do much else. So we get a sack right there with LT. You guys know how it goes with that. Next play here, he has a nice little playmaker dot up the field, and it's a 3rd down. Right now he's in a rough spot because if we get another stop, the game is pretty much over because we're already up a stop. So 4th down here, he decides to punt the ball away on 4th and short. When somebody punts the ball on 4th and 4, especially when they're already down to stop, you pretty much see him in Madden that the guy's probably not going to be able to mess with you. So regardless, he gets a nice little sack right there, plays some pretty good defense. And right here, I go to a play that I really wanted to work on. It's a new dot for me, new setup. So all weekend for like the first 15 games or so, I was trying to run that play. Just trying to make it work. You know when you find a new play that you really want to use it and make it work. So right there, Mr. Anti-Playmaker Kim, Jamal Adams, rips off a playmaker in route, and we're off to the races. Jamal Adams, I told you guys last video, get him on your team. He is unbelievable. But yeah, so when you find a new dot, you want to use it. And it caused some picks, it caused some sacks, and it just wasn't great for me. But it does come up clutch for me one time later on, and we'll talk about that when it happens. But regardless, man, he's got the ball back. We're up 14-0, up 2 stops, and we're in great shape. One more stop, and he'll probably just quit, or the game will at least be in my complete control. 2nd and 13 here after we blow up the run. He motions over, and he's got double crosses on the field, and just was able to fit it in there. So I didn't think that he was going to be able to get that underneath my yellow, over top of my yellow, but he was. Next play here, nothing's open, and he gets an intentional grounding on 3rd and 14. So knocks himself out of field goal range. 4th and 29 now after a good drive by him. So tough break there to get intentional grounding after a decent drive, and we get the ball back without giving up any points. Next play here, we're throwing our in route, and we're inside field goal range. So good job there to turn it from a game that probably would have been 14-3. Now 17-0, my ball at half, and the game's pretty much over. There's nothing you can really do after that. 4th and inches here on my first drive at a half. After a few runs, really I'm just trying to clock this guy. We go to counter go, fit it in under Moss, and good dot right there. Next play here, we go to shot wheel, and we take off with Vic, and we get down near the inch-yard line. Decided to go for it because a field goal really didn't do much for me right there. I don't really want to go for it to keep it a 3-possession game. 17 and 20 is both 3 possessions. Obviously, it's 3 extra points, but in a game like this, to go up 24 to make it a full 8-8-8, which is, I consider that 4 possessions. I don't know how anyone would ever get 3 2-point conversions in a row, especially in this game. So great game right there. We move it on to 6-0. Really feeling good about ourselves. We've played really good on offense, and you know how our defense goes, especially in those early games. Defense is really good for me. Right there, he has his drag. He probably would have got more yards, honestly, if he just threw the drag, but right there, I could pretty much tell that he's one of those people that's obsessed with playmaker in their guy, even when they're about to be open. That's one of my pet peeves in this game. People get in these robot modes where their players are open, and they'll just still playmaker it anyways. And that hurts them, especially when you man them up. And that right there, that's what I was talking about. I told you, I tried to run this play a lot. It caused some blind ones, I'm not going to lie. And you see my reaction there. I really wanted to make that play work, but I just kept throwing picks on it. I think the problem was, it wasn't that it doesn't work. It's that the user obviously would go over there and guard what I wanted to throw. And I did not want to make the other reads because the other reads wasn't what's cool about it. Like, that wasn't what made the pass good. So I wanted to throw the wheel route. Regardless here, he's up a stop, and we need to make sure we get a stop somehow right here. And right there, we thought we were about to get a tip drill pick. I thought I should have got one, but we don't get it. We hold a 3, so 6-0. considering the circumstances, not bad. We let him drive well twice, and we held him to field goal twice. So right here, we're going to try to at least get some points before half. We don't have any timeouts, so we don't have a ton of time. Right here, he plays really good defense, but we have an hour in the pocket because he accidentally contained, and we pick up a huge chunk of yards to get into field goal range. Now, I'm pretty much just going to run the ball and make sure I get my 3. But we actually get a ton of yards right there. And I'm able to get out of bounds too. So we get to take 1 shot. If I get a sack, I should have time to kick my field goal anyways. And we lob it up to Amari, and he makes the play. I'm telling you guys, get yourself an Amari Cooper. This guy has made so many plays for me. I can't even tell you, man. Right there, to be honest, like we're kicking 3. We are. I run the ball to literally kick 3. We're able to find a way to get out of bounds, which is nice. And then I just get 1 chuck, and Amari Cooper makes the play for me. That's just how Madden goes sometimes. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't have that guy on your team, he does it all. So I can't give you a bigger recommendation for a player. Right here, we go to our curl routes for our red zone play. Nothing's really open. We're running around with Vic trying to make a play, and we hurdle into the end zone. So what a crazy turn of events this game has made. The guy's up 6-0. He's playing well, and instead of going up, going into half up 6-3, we go up to half 7-6. We get ball first, and Vic makes the play of the century on 3rd and goal to hurdle into the end zone, and we're up 14-6 in complete control of the game, and we're rolling. So right there, good dot. Almost got back out there, but just couldn't do it. So good dot there. He's inside my red zone, and we get a screamer from Lawrence Taylor. Huge play. 4th and 8 here. Got to get off the field, and we put our vert hook. He'd thrown that one too many times. He kept hitting that ice over side because I hadn't had a yellow there all game, as we dot to Kittle right there to pretty much seal the game. But he'd been throwing that yellow a lot because I didn't have one there. And so on 4th down or 3rd down for the game, I decided to put my bluff blitz yellow there, and the bluff blitz is killer. Whenever you put that bluff blitz there, it throws everyone off, and they're going to instant throw it. I've thrown picks on it. In fact, I might even throw a pick later this week on it. And so it was just a great read by me to think he's going to run that play, and it worked out for me. First play right here, I go to the same exact play that I've thrown the pick on. I told you guys I keep wanting to run this play with this same exact setup, and I keep throwing picks on it, and it's getting really, really annoying. But regardless, we get a pick right back, so it's okay. And we're going to try to get a better drive now without throwing a blind one. But I'm telling you guys, man, I all weekend, man, I wanted to run this play, and it just didn't work out for me. Right there, we dot to Amari Cooper. His user just can't get back there. Amari Cooper always making plays in the red zone for me. And we go to the toss here, and Barry's walking into the end zone. So after throwing the pick early, we bounce back. It's 7-0 now. The guy's running gun bunch, and we feel confident against gun bunch, honestly. We play really good defense against it a lot of the time. And he makes a late read right there, and Brian Dawkins is able to knock it out. And right here, we get some pressure, and we're off the field again. So back-to-back stops. We're up 7-0 in control of the game again. Doing well. Right here, he goes to some man coverage. We hit Tyreek Hill across the middle of the field, and we're inside the 5. So we're kind of rolling now. We've bounced back from a mistake, not worried about anything that's happened before then. We hit our swing route here, and we hurdle. I thought we hit the pylon there, boys. I was complaining about it. They need to check their NFL film on that one. I thought I hit the pylon, but regardless, we get into the end zone the next play, and it's 14-0. Right here, he goes to his crosser, and Ty Law just couldn't get there. One play, it's probably the one play he didn't make for me all weekend. Every other time I thought he couldn't get there, he got there. So right here, we scream off the edge after some pretty good defense, and it's 3rd and 15. Back to the gun bunch he goes. He goes to verticals, and everything is boxed. Absolutely boxed. And he's gonna have to give me the ball back. But you see the pause, he's off the game, boys. So we're continuing to roll, man. Still undefeated on the weekend, and we're feeling pretty good about it too. So right here, you see his team, pretty good. He's got Todd Gurley. Whenever you see Todd Gurley, it's a little bit scary. I'd tell you what, I lost a game last week when I didn't finish all 25. I did end up losing to a guy that had Todd Gurley, and he didn't attempt one pass. He didn't attempt one. He just ran with Todd Gurley all game, and I couldn't stop him. He was trucking, he was spinning, he was juking, he was jiving. he was doing it all. So right here, 4th and 7, we go to counter go, and Kittle does a nice job getting to that marker. Big conversion there. 3rd and 15. Guys really making me work this drive. He's playing some pretty good defense. I remember this was a solid, definitely a solid play. I remember him being very solid, especially on the defensive side of the ball and making me struggle. So 3rd and 4. All game long, I remember having to convert long downs. Right here we go to shot wheel, and Vic's got some space, and we get up near the 1st down marker, so causing a 2nd and 1. We go to shot wheel, our favorite red zone play, and we just are able to fit it in the Tyreek Hill. Good catch by him. It was a little bit of a tight window. I didn't expect the guy to make that close of a play on it, to be honest with you. Maybe I threw it a little bit too early. But Tyreek Hill makes a great play, and you know how it goes. Randy Moss being Randy Moss. Big time catch right there. So we go up 7-0 after a struggle of a drive. 4th and 9 here. Ty Law, you know how it goes, making plays, and he gets a pick. Right here we go to pass wide post on our 1st and 10, and we miss our drag, pretty blind, not gonna lie, and we throw a pick. So I remember on stream I was really mad about Vic overthrowing that. But to be completely honest with you, I missed my read, so I can't be too mad about that. Right there, I thought he threw a user pick. Apparently he threw a dot. So good catch by him, and that time we're not getting cheated out of the pick. So Jamal Adams making another play right before half. Right now after that pick we need 3, and we throw our slant, and instead of 3 we get 7. Who other than Amari Cooper? Right there, that's 2 straight games where before half we had a chance to just settle for 3, and Amari Cooper's turned it into 7. So those are huge monumental plays in Madden that will win you football games. I'll tell you that right now. And Barry Sanders breaking off a big run here. We get inside the right outside the red zone. So 2nd and 15, we go to counter go, and we have tons of space with Vic, and we take off near the 1st down marker. But back to the end of half situation, I'm telling you guys, if you're able to turn 3 into 7, or you're gonna give up 7 to your opponent instead of 3, you're honestly gonna geez, Jamal Adams was ridiculous. That was to the post. I don't know how he picked that. Just Jamal Adams being the best, and he's out of the game. But if I'm just telling you guys, if you guys give up 7 instead of 3 before half, it's gonna hurt you. And if you get 7 instead of 3 before half, it's gonna really help you guys win games. Now, obviously, you're always trying to get 7. You're always trying not to give it up. But it's just something to be conscious of when you're playing a game, especially in a must-win situation, that you need to buckle down and make sure not to give up big 3s and not to give up and to try to find ways to get 7s where you can highball and put your guys in position to make plays. But on 4th down there, he throws a nice little outside slant dot, gets a rack ag, and then Barry Sanders doing Barry Sanders-like things, making 17 of my guys miss, and a nice little dive into the end zone. So good start by him. He's up 7-0. 2nd and 12 here. He's user rushing me. I remember playing this guy thinking, great, I give up a 70-yard run to Barry Sanders off 7 jukes, and then I have to play a user rusher. So I end up punting the ball away. I said, you know what? He had a lucky drive. We're just going to go get a stop. So 2nd and 10 here. He runs the ball again, picks up about 7, so 3rd and 1. And he ends up just running the ball and losing 2 and taking us 3. So right here, we're down 10-0, but I'm not too worried. I just got to figure out his user rush, and then I'll be okay. So I try to go to a quick route here to see if I had the time to do it. I learned my lesson. I do not. So right here, we noticed he wasn't putting any cloud flats, so we just go to a smart out route out there, pick up our 1st down. Big play there to move the chains. We need to get something rolling. And he fake user rushes right there. And when he did that, he kind of showed me that he knew a little bit about what he was doing, because a lot of the times you play these user rushers, they'll just go every time. But when they fake do this, they can bait drags, as you see that he baits back right there again. But we hit our speed out, and we're moving the ball pretty well against it now. We're starting to get a rhythm against it. We end up just stalling out right there and having to take our 3, but regardless, that was an important drive for us because we learned some things about it, about a defense that we hadn't seen before, and we learned about how to attack it. So I think we're feeling comfortable going into the 2nd half down 7. We just need to find some space to make some plays here as he screams. And after we dotted it a few times, you notice he stopped doing the user rush, and he goes to a cover 0, which is a touchdown for Randy Moss every single time because no one can check him. And Once we showed we could dot, he stopped going to it, which I was actually pretty happy about. Now, I was doing a good job against it as he throws a Yik 6 to Deion Sanders. But I was happy to go. Like, you don't want to play against a user rusher. I mean, regardless if the guy's doing a decent job or not, it's something to always worry about. You have to be conscious. Is he going to bait back? Is he going to go? It's something you don't want to have to play against. So when he went to coverage defense, I was ecstatic about it. And we get back-to-back stops. So we turned this game from a 10-0 potential blowout to a 17-10. This guy's out of there game. So hope you guys enjoyed game 6 through 10. I'm going to be giving you guys 11 through 15 later on today. And those games are awesome because I play the worst Madden of my career. And we still try to fight to win. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. And let me know if I can do anything better, man. Take it easy. Peace.